Hi all, and welcome back to the Van Training 101 video series. Today I'm going to be covering miniVAN. So just a reminder, to find miniVAN, you can go here under canvassing, or you can use the sidebar. I also want to note that NGP Van has their own miniVAN guide, and I will leave that link in the description of this video. So let's get into it. What is miniVAN? miniVAN is Van's mobile platform designed for making paperless, door-to-door canvassing easy. miniVAN is a different platform, but it's still connected to Van. It's just drastically simplified and designed just for canvassing. miniVAN is free from the App Store, both iOS and Android, and does not require any additional fee for your campaign. One of the most useful features of miniVAN is the ability to cut and assign turf to users. So I will show you how to do that right now. First, go to My List. Then go to Cut Turf. Once you're in Turf Cutter, you can use the buttons in the upper left-hand corner, and you can create turfs automatically, or you can manually drop pins. Be sure you've dropped all your pins to finish a turf. And then press Save and Finish. Once you're here, you can do multiple actions like generate a list number, export, etc. It's important to remember that list numbers are designed to be single use and generally by one canvasser at a time. Recent contact attempts will appear for 7 days or until the turf is refreshed. Also, just an FYI, list numbers expire after 30 days. You do not need to manually commit your data anymore. Starting in September of 2024, miniVAN auto-commits data every 30 minutes. If you need to remove committed data, please consult with an administrator. That's profiles level 1 through 4. And for more information on miniVAN auto-commit or on how to roll back data, please consult our help documentation at txdem.co/autocommit. So just back to turf cutting, I want to get into more advanced functions. Automatic turf cutter ignores highways, bodies of water, and other major geographical features. This is really useful for when you're either in a rural, non-target dense area, or if you're cutting turf to drop off yard signs. In the vast majority of other situations, manually cutting turf is going to ensure that you have easily walkable turf, so we recommend using manual unless you're in a rural area. In order to generate a list number, choose a report format, script, and contact type. So to get here, after you press that generate a list number, it will prompt you to choose a report format, script, and contact type, and you will then be prompted to sort address order and then press generate list. After that, share your list with your volunteers. In order to generate a list number, choose a report format, script, and contact type. You will then be prompted to sort address order and then press generate list. After that, remember to share your list with volunteers. So I just want to review the steps on cutting turf for Van once again. 1. Create your list. 2. Click Cut Turf. 3. Draw your turfs, and when finished, click Save and Finish. 4. Go to My Turfs. 5. Select the map region or one specific turf. 6. Click Print or Generate List Number. 7. Select your report format and script. And 8. Enter your list number into miniVAN, or you can send the list number to volunteers for them to look up. So, miniVAN works great for some things and not great for other things. miniVAN is really good for door-to-door canvassing. It's a great way to manage canvassing efforts because you're able to divide neighborhoods or voting precincts into turfs and give out the list numbers to canvassers or volunteers to download and use. Lit dropping is also really good for miniVAN. This is because miniVAN can handle large lists. We do still recommend individual lists for each canvasser, but campaigns have had multiple volunteers drop with the same lists successfully. miniVAN also works great for distributed canvassing. VAN's distributed contacts feature syncs great with miniVAN, using geographic location to easily pull lists to use. However, you should consider using another tool for phone banking because miniVAN is not designed for calling voters, and groups that have attempted this in the past have reported issues with scripts and with their phones crashing. You should also not use miniVAN for text banking for the same reasons you shouldn't use it for phone banking. You also shouldn't use miniVAN for data entry and administrative tasks. While miniVAN allows for quick lookup and individual data entry now, it does not include most other administrative options, such as report manager, bulk uploading, etc., and therefore is inferior to the desktop version for campaign management. You can create your own miniVAN campaign in VAN to better set up how scripts and contacts work for your campaign. You are welcome to use the default TDP options for doors and calls for lit dropping, but for including custom scripts, you'll need to create your own campaign. You can also create special scripts that will branch based on the responses your canvassers receive. An example would be that if a voter answers that they support your campaign, you can design your script to branch to ask if they would like to volunteer or post a yard sign. However, if the voter says no, you can branch to ending the script or asking why they do not support your candidate. Branching scripts only works on miniVAN and on open virtual phone banks. They can be confusing the first time around, so please submit a help ticket if you have questions about optimizing your script building. This has been a brief overview of how to cut turf, generate lists in VAN, and a reminder of the miniVAN campaign function. Just to reiterate, please consult our help documentation or submit a help ticket at txdem.co/help if you have any questions or issues. Thanks.